an opportunity. What we're going to do now is we're going to start our sponsor workshop. So I'm not doing this training tonight. We've got Andy and Claire between them doing the training. So this is all our Matrix Sponsor Workshop 2 is all about creating inquiries and leads. Last week we did about why join, you know, all of that side of it, a bit about the background, a little bit about the story. But today what we're going to do is we're going to be showing you how to create those inquiries if you want to start building, and explaining a little bit about the momentum side of it. I love the way Claire explains this, and when I saw the slides I was like, oh, I just love this. So I'm really excited about this one. So I'm going to hand over to Andy and let him carry on now with our Matrix Sponsor Workshop 2, creating inquiries and leads.
Thank you very much there. Evening everybody. You know, I've genuinely got a massive fire in my belly like I've never had before. This year it started off tremendously well. You know, we've got so much stuff in place. We're on a Zoom tonight. We've had the most numbers we've ever had. The company's put so many things in place, and I've just been blown away by two amazing people who've just joined our business. How excited Jay and Lee, you're just going to fly, you know, and it's this group is going to explode. So it's you know, guys, if you want to build a team, you know, we've got everything there for you, all the support, all the guidance and stuff. So, you know, take some notes now. I'm probably going to ask a couple of questions of you all, so please listen carefully and, you know, take some notes and things. But obviously it's got to be recorded as well, so we can pick up on it. But Alan, can you click through, please? Next slide. Okay, and click again for us.
Can you just explain that, because it's going to be video so people know that it's
right, okay, sorry,
part of 6.
So, yeah, so the sponsor workshop is broken down into 6 sort of like elements, if you like, and we've got the first one we covered last week was why sponsor and build a team. Tonight we're going to look at generating leads and inquiries and how we do that. Number 3 is going to be the appointment and information, so how we share this business with people. So we've created a lead, then we're going to look at how we share and approach people and explain the business opportunity. Then after that, it's about following up on those leads and handling any objections. And then number 5 then is looking at how we get people registered into our organization and then get them up to that fast flying start. And then, you know, the first major step on the Clean Easy Pay plan is called Gold. I'm going to be touching on Gold a little bit as well. So lots and lots of information, but broken down because each one has got, you know, lots of stuff there. So we're going to look at creating inquiries and leads. Okay, so building a team is really all about looking for lookers. You know, there's so many people looking for opportunities all the time, and you don't know who they are or where they're going to come from. Because you could look at Jay and Lee, for example, where they're both working full time, they've both got good incomes, both careers and things, and you could quite easily, not knowing their circumstances, and think they would never in a million years be interested in something like this. But you just do not know, and that's why you're just looking for lookers, you know, and it's about never prejudging and always, you know, sharing this business opportunity. Once you've joined it, once you understand what this is all about, I feel it's actually selfish that you don't tell people about this amazing opportunity, because it's life-changing. You know, people are joining for lots of reasons, and this we covered last time, but people are joining because they're looking to earn a few extra bob. Some people are looking because they want a work from home opportunity. Other people have always wanted their own business, and obviously we can start somebody up in this business for just £20. It's ridiculous. Other people are looking for a bit of lifestyle money. You know, I joined initially, previously I just wanted £50 a month for a gym membership. So that was a bit of lifestyle stuff. I didn't, people know me, I've not really been to the gym much. There's a bit of a belly still there, but that was all I wanted going back then. Other people are joining for a bit of social time, to meet new people, make new friends. Some are looking at this business more long term as a pension plan. And then the ultimate goal in network marketing is financial freedom. Really having enough money so you don't have to worry about money anymore. You know, and I feel that's financial freedom. So looking for lookers, you know, there's millions and millions of people out there. You know, every day somebody turns 18. Every day somebody goes into retirement and wants a bit of a hobby. You know, every day, unfortunately, somebody gets made redundant. Every day somebody's circumstances change. So there's always millions of people. You know, and this business is all about, it's a game of fishing. We're looking for people. So we're going to go fishing with our fishing rods, and it's a game of numbers. So what you're going to need is lots of fishing rods and lots of different baits. So if you flip through for the next one, Helen. So I'm going to be talking to you about the rods in the pond. Now, I'll talk about the 2010 one in a moment, but interestingly here, these are some stats about how people join this business. The majority of people who join this organisation are from your warm market, people that you know. So that's why I said to you, don't be a secret agent, tell everybody about this business. 26% come from advertising, and I'm going to show you all these different things, and 31% come from different other activities. And in the traditional sort of like way of when we build team, it's you're looking to get 20 strong inquiries, what you can convert then into 10 full-on appointments, whether over the phone or via email. It's best over the phone or face-to-face actually, but from 10 inquiries, you're going to get one signed up, and probably these days, you know, more than one. So 20-10-1 is the ratio we always talk about. Next slide. Okay. So this is just a selection of different ways we can find people, different rods in the pond, if you like. And we've got, and I'm going to talk about each one in detail, but we've got warm market, we've got Facebook, we've got online, local advertising. We've got something called 3-foot rule, shop ads and postcards, flyers and business cards, hot pockets, customers and DVDs, and money parties. Now, I'm going to go through all apart from the Facebook one, and Claire's going to come on at the end and do Facebook. So let's have a look at the first one then, Helen, the warm market. So I've already said to you previously that most people join this business do come from warm market. And what is your warm market? Well, warm market is actually people you know. So family, friends, your friends, family and friends, maybe work colleagues, hairdressers, the doctors, the dentist, the postman, the dustman, the bin man, you know, anybody and everybody who you know. And when we've got something here what says a memory jogger, and Helen shared that the other day in the group, and we'll bump it back to the top. But it's a guide for you to complete about, sort of like gives you ideas. Do you know the postman? Do you know the milkman and that type of thing? But the idea of this activity, filling out a memory jogger, is just write a list of people you know, without worrying whether or not you think they are right or that the business is right or not for those people. Just go through the activity and fill out a memory jogger with every single person you know on that. And like I say, not worrying about who, if they're going to join or not, but after you've done it, it's your responsibility really to make everybody aware that you're not only doing this business, but there's an opportunity for people to come and join you. So whether you approach them directly, but make sure that they know, because the worst thing what can happen for you is if one of your warm market joins this business and doesn't join your team, because you've not shared the opportunity with them. So make sure that every single person you know knows that you do this business. So that's your warm market. Then the next one, we've got online advertising. Now, clearly this day and age, online is massive for us. So this is not Facebook. Facebook is separate. There's so many places where you can get leads from, people looking to earn an extra income. There's lots of places online what are free advertising sites. So you know, you probably need to Google free advertising. But Gumtree was free, but I think there's a bit of a fee for that now. But we've got Friday ads, Reclassified, something called Craigslist, Indeed. The list goes on and on and on. But on Saturday at our Momentum meeting, Peter Wellock spoke. I'm not sure, I think Peter might be on tonight actually, about his journey in Clean Easy. But he was always taught to invest 20% of his profit back into his business. for marketing to grow his business. And you've got to speculate to accumulate. You do have to invest in your business. So actually, you might want to invest in going for some paid leads, and big advertising is one. Advert Anywhere, private eye service. There's lots and lots of places where you can get leads and stuff. So online is absolutely massive. We have a syndicate as well where we generate leads. So online is a huge place. And then we have local advertising. Now, me and Helen's been in the business now 11 and a half years, and we built our business to bronze executive, and I'll touch on that in a minute, using all this local stuff. It still works as well. So, I know a lot of us are on Facebook. Facebook's fab, continue doing that and stuff. But if you have got pockets of time in your day where you can do additional things, well, this type of stuff is something you should really consider. Local newspapers, you can put a little advert in the local rag, speak to them and find out if there's a charge or not. But, a lineage ad in the local newspaper, earn £20 to £30 an hour delivering and collecting catalogues, or earn £400 to £600 a month delivering and collecting catalogues, that type of thing. We can obviously help you with wording. But then there's like the local buy and sell, the local loot. Your customers give out, if you go in with catalogues or even, taking deliveries, drop a little newsletter off with your customer about your products, your service you're offering, maybe a little discount for next time, but then also and always have a recruitment pitch in there as well. Do you know anybody looking to earn an extra income? Because quite often your customers think, well, they won't be able to join because you've already got the area. They don't understand how our system works. So quite often a customer might think, well, I can't do that because, Jay and Lee operate in this area, that type of thing. So people need to know. You're not going directly, to approach, and just let everybody know, that we can do the business. A car sign. Now, people invest in getting all the cars, with all the signage on there and things, but we simply did something like this. I don't know if you can see that. That's just an A4 poster, costs us nothing to do, and it says earn £20 to £30 an hour, full-time or part-time, as our contact number. So we used to put them in the back windows of our car, or earn extra money selling on Facebook, or earn extra money delivering and collecting catalogues, that type of thing. And if you're going to work, a place of work, in your car's in a car park all day long, why not have some advertisement on your car? I think everybody should do this because it's going to take zero time and it's going to cost, zero investment, and it's a great way, to find people in the local area or wherever you're traveling. And when you got something like this on your car, you're quite happy to be stuck in traffic jams sometimes as well, because there's people seeing it, and you can obviously give people business cards and such like. But also we had this type of thing as well on our house, on the downstairs window or on the front door as well. We've recruited people you always get different people coming to your house, delivering leaflets or whatever, people passing by, the postman, that type of thing. We've recruited, off doing that type of stuff. So a house sign is another great way to do it. So local advertising, lots and lots of different methods there. And then the 3-foot rule. So this is basically just speaking to people, anybody you come into 3-footer, basically, about the business opportunities. So whether you're in a queue at Asda or at the bank, or if you're going through the drive-through McDonald's, that type of thing. And as you're paying for your food, you can just sort of like leave something like this, maybe a business card. I don't know if you can see that very well, but you can get business cards off Vista Print and stuff. We can help you with wording, but just leaving a card with somebody and just saying in third party, if you like, if you know anybody looking to earn an extra income, we're recruiting in the area, we're snowed under, we're desperate for people. Would you do us a favour? Would you pass that on for me, please? Quite often or not, it's actually the person you give it to are the ones who are interested. But sometimes people are quite offended if you say to them directly, "Are you looking to earn extra income?" And they might think, "Do you think I need extra income?" They find it quite offensive. So third party approach is certainly the best way to do that. So 3-foot rule, open your mouth and speak to people. It's free. You're bumping into people every day, so that's a great one. And then you've got shop ads. So we've got loads and loads of shops. You've got your post office, you've got your news agents, you've got your local supermarket, your post offices. There's anywhere and everywhere, where you can get a shop advertisement up. And obviously on the screen there, that's just an A5 little flyer. You can put a business card in there, or even better, one of these again. They can do all sorts of things, these things. So just going into your local shop and asking, can you put a business card in? Some of the post offices and news agents might ask you for a 50 pence or £1 a week to advertise it or something, but it's not much money, and quite often we used to get it for free, because we used to say something like, I'm wondering if you can help me. We're trying to get somebody in the local area, trying to offer somebody some work locally, some employment, and I wonder if you could pop that in the window for me. So when they feel like they're doing a favour for the local community, again, you can get it free, but even so, 50 pence, £1 a week. There's so many shops about, so get in the habit of taking stuff with you, and just when me and Helen in the other days, but like I said, we built to bronze, we used to have a little bag, we called it an activity bag, where we had all the business cards, all the flyers, all the shop ads, and we had so many of each thing, and we wouldn't be allowed to go home until we emptied them. We had a rule in, you can only come back home when you've emptied your activity bag, and that kept us focused, kept it on track, and people know Helen, when she said you've got to do this, I had to do it, so but it just gives us focus, and it just generated lots and lots of leads. So shop ads are another great tool. And then flyers and business cards, so sort of like just showing you those. This activity is probably the most time consuming, so I guess it's about working smartly, isn't it? If you've got loads of time, great, do loads of flyers and do loads of business cards. But you can flyer, and again, this type of thing is a flyer there. We've got one what's about catalogs, or you can use Facebook, whatever way you want to do that. But if you're out blanket dropping with your catalogs, when you are collecting your catalogs, pop a flyer through the letterbox, have the flyer landing separately from the catalog, because quite often people prejudge Clean Easy. They think, oh, I don't want to do that, I know too much about it, it doesn't work. But if you've done it separately, they're interested, then that gives you an opportunity, to sell the business. But you can put these on cars, leave them, around town centres, or, if you've got a local football team or a rugby team or a hockey team, anywhere where there's a major event, when everybody's in the event, you can go and card all the cars, or even hand them out as people walk through, or, stand in town centres. We've done it all, it's about leaving a paper trail, but taking your business with you, taking your business cards everywhere you go, because, it's just going to be one of those occasions where you just met somebody that they would be fabulous for you in the business, and you've not got anything with you. So make sure you've got your business cards and flyers with you all the time. And then we've got something called a hot pocket. This is quite a little clever gadget here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but basically we've got 2 business cards, and we've got them stapled either side and at the bottom, and that's created a pouch here at the top, and we've got some double-sided tape, so I've done this earlier, and then you can simply pop some business cards in there to create a bit of a pouch, and then just stick these everywhere. Basically, we've had them on the front door, in public toilets, on lampposts. You've got to be careful, you don't want to get in trouble, but we've stuck them everywhere and anywhere, and again, they're a great thing. Phone booths and stuff, but you just wherever you go with these hot pockets, leave a trail. But another great tool. What else? Okay, customers and DVDs. I've mentioned customers already, but why not, when you're delivering your products to your customers, leave them with an opportunity DVD? It doesn't matter who the customer is, it doesn't matter what age they are, because it might not be the customer who joins, it might be a family member. Even if you've got an elderly dear who's ordered from you, just pop a DVD in the bag and let the customer know. I mean, if you feel uncomfortable, just say, Clean Easy's asked that we give you a video about the business opportunity. I don't know if you've got any family or friends who may be interested in that, but would you ask them to have a little look at it for me so I don't get told off us? Something like that. So it takes the pressure off you, if you like. But then say to them, when we next come round with a catalogue pack, if you could pop it back in there, and I can take it back up for you, because obviously you pay for them. You get the DVDs from the company. They're on the distributor support arena. There'll be a code on there, so they're a great tool to use. So let your customers know. We've had lots of customers join. Some of the best distributors we've had in our team have been customers. They've gone on to build fabulous retail businesses. So do let all your customers know. And then money parties. Now, this was a really big one as well, going back, and it's all like it's coming back again now, but a bit online. People doing online money parties, but this one is about getting lots of people to your house, having a great night, getting some nibbles, some wine, have a bit of fun, and then present the business opportunity en masse to people. So you can have 10, 20, 30 people. If you knew, ask your gold or above upline to come with you, and just maybe have a few products for people to see, because our product range is fantastic, and people will see it. People will want to buy because you want to buy. I want to buy from the catalogue. We've got such an amazing range. So, it's a great idea to get lots of people round, to your house and present the business, tell them why you joined, just like Jay and Lee did then. So a testimony about, what it is, why they're involved in this business, and then a little bit about how the business works. And, you could sign 2, 3, 4 people up on the same night. So it's so a great way to do it. So they're just some ideas. There's loads more, and maybe we can chat on the chat a bit later if everybody's got any other ideas about, fishing for leads. And then the massive one right now for us all, particularly in the Matrix group, is Facebook. And we've got lots of experts who are great on Facebook recruiting, but Claire Kinsella is probably the best in the whole company. So I'm going to pass over to Claire to explain this bit.
Hi, thank you. Right, okay, so we're doing Facebook recruiting now, which is, I know a lot of you already do that, and our system, but I'm going to run through that as well. So we recommend that you do 60 ads a day, 7 days a week, every day. Okay, so not obviously all in one go. So you'll break them up either in 6 times a day of 10 or 3 lots of 20, which is what I do. And if you're consistent with that, it actually helps with not getting a ban, because it's classed as usual activity. If you build up, if you're new to this and you're new to it, then maybe don't start off with 60 straight away. Maybe start off with 30 and work your way up. Okay. You need to join 10 new selling groups every single day. Now that doesn't matter how many you're in. I'm in hundreds and hundreds of groups, and you still join 10 a day, because you need fresh eyes seeing your adverts all the time. People can start overlooking your ads you're posting regularly. So once the momentum's going to kick in, then you're going to start generating enough. So on average, if you can get 60 leads, so that's sending 60 people information about the business, you're going to get 1 join. Okay. We'll go on to the next slide. So here's just a little sample of some adverts. We have got some more samples in the sponsoring group, but anything a bit eye-catching, really, I think find works. Sometimes as well, just writing, just simple writing, something a bit different. Catalog distributors wanted, or online retailers wanted. But sometimes the nice products are quite eye-catching. That's what I found, and that can draw people in before they even know what it is that you're doing. So it's just playing around with different adverts and finding what works for you, and keeping that change in it regularly. Like I say, because sometimes you're posting the same stuff, people can look past your advert. So it's just keeping that up and having a little play with, different apps to make your own advert stuff if you like, or even just pictures of products. It does really work well. Pictures of cash, things like that, that works. Just something that's going to grab someone's eye. Okay, so we've also got these ones as well. So you've got like the catalog distributor ones, the online retailers required work from home. So you can, when you're doing your adverts now, you can make the little border at the background like this, can't you, to make an advert that way. This one underneath here, that Kelly Martin's one, this is a really popular one, and that has no pictures at all, but it's straight to the point and it gets people looking. I think the immediate start definitely gets people interested. It doesn't really say what we do as such, you know, and a lot of the time we don't, because some people can prejudge us. So, you know, we kind of put that across that way that people will ask for more information then. Okay. So you've got to build up your momentum. Now, if you speak to people every single day about your business, it will start to snowball. That's just the fact. It's the way it's going to go. And the quicker you do that, the more people you speak to, then the quicker that's going to happen. So I think that we go through 3 stages when we're doing this with Facebook. And these are the stages. So you've got your building stage, you've got your loading stage, and you've got your juggling stage. Okay, so I'm going to go through each one now in a little bit more detail. So your building stage, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks for this stage. Okay, and this is where you are building up your momentum. You are doing the work every single day, but you're probably not going to be signing people in yet. Probably not going to be seeing much results from it. And that's normal. Okay, it's very normal. It's if you do bring someone in, then that's really good. However, okay, so some people will, but it does take around 6 weeks. You've got to give it that time. You've got to be patient. You know, the thing with this business is you get rewarded at the end of the work you're putting in, and yet so many people will quit before they get to that end. And this is where people can give in. You know, you can 6 weeks. You know, it can seem a long time when you put an advert out every day, and then people will come and say, "Oh, I've put out loads of adverts. I spoke to those people. No one's interested. I'm not doing this." And it's like, are you speaking to people consistently every day for the full 6 weeks? And if you are, then we'll obviously look at what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're sending. And this is why it's important to track. Okay, so if you're using your tracker sheet, you can circle off your 60 adverts a day, every day for 6 weeks, and you can look back and you can see, well, actually, I didn't do 60 all week last week, or I didn't post my adverts for 3 days out of the week. And if that's the case, then the 6 week momentum never actually kicks in. So if you stop, you've got to start all over again. You've just got to keep the rhythm going. So it's better to only start once, isn't it? Get into a good routine with it and be patient and stick with that. Then we have the next stage, which is your loading stage. Now, it can last as long as you want. Okay, so all the hard work that you've done over the last 6 weeks is now starting to pay off. Your team is really starting to build up, and this stage, you know, you can keep that going for a long time. It's as long as you want to keep it topped up. It's like the leaky bucket syndrome, we say. So as long as you're filling it with people quicker than they're leaving, you're going to start to see that snowballing and it all coming together. So when you get to this stage, you've done your 6 weeks recruiting and you sign 1 or 2 people in, don't stop then. You've got to carry on, make sure you're still going, still keep going doing the system that you're doing, still keep doing 60 ads a day, and still keep loading as long as you want. Okay, like you said, this stage can last as long as you want it to, but the longer the better, because you want lots of people joining the team. This business, it's not for everybody. Some people will not get it, some people don't enjoy it, and you're going to go through lots and lots and lots of numbers, but that is the secret. There's so many people who, in the early days of recruiting, will look at other people that are doing really well, like Joe Warman, for example, and they'll say, well, where's she getting the people from? I don't get it. And she's only doing the same as everybody else. And Joe was one of them people who would say to me, where'd I have it in Alice to get their people from? You know, and it's just the way it is, you know, and what it is, she's now in that stage, she's in that loading stage. So she's put all the work in, and now she's getting people who she might have been speaking to 3 months ago, or 6 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago. So when you get into that rhythm, when you're in the flow, people are just coming to you all the time. The amount of time that Joe said to me, oh, I've just signed another one in, didn't know where this one come from. She just messaged me and said, I'm ready to join, about 2 months ago. And it's just the way it happens. And if you're speaking to people every single day, then it happens every single day and you start getting more and more and more and more people. So please do give it time. Don't give in before that 6 weeks. Don't think as well, just doing a few a week and then stopping and then start. You've got to keep this going. You've got to do the 60 ads a day, every single day, no matter what. It doesn't take long if you're doing it on your phone. Copy paste. It's quite quick. So you can get through that. So then this stage is what we call your juggling stage. And this is where you're going to be. You've started loading all these people in, and now you really need to work with them as well, which is the most important part. because we can bring people in, but then what's the point in bringing them in and just leaving them? Because just all that works for nothing, isn't it? So this is where you're coaching them, you're supporting them, you're learning, and this is where you're starting to juggle things a bit more, because you've got someone new coming in, you're still recruiting and looking for new people, you've got someone you might have joined a couple of months ago, you know, when you're starting to like, this becomes easier, it becomes slicker. The more people you get, you can work together within groups. My advice is just get people on Zoom. You know, if you're brand new at this and you don't really know what you're doing, we say just become a signpost, point people in the right direction, get them on the Zoom, get them on the webinars, get them in the groups, just get them around us lot, okay? And then they will start to see the business, the bigger part of the business, the potential, and they'll want to join. Okay, so you're looking after your team and you're pointing them in the right direction, and you need to be organised with this. So the daily planner and tracker that we've got up, Helen, there is a section in there for your team members. Fill something in on people. Have boards. We have charts on the wall with the new team members, and it has like have they activated their account yet? Have they posted in the group? Have they hit a welcome reward? Have they hit bonus? And I can physically look on the board and see where people are at, where who obviously needs a bit of help more than others, who's flying, and all of that. And if you do that, then it makes it easier. Also, if you have a checklist as to what you've gone through with them. I mean, we do have, again, in the sponsoring group, you've got step by step what to do with everybody when they join. So you know what groups to get them in and all of that. So there's something there. So don't worry over that if you're new to sponsoring and you're not really sure what you're doing, because everything is there for you. You've already done it all. It's all in place. You just point people that way. Okay. So some top tips okay, for Facebook recruiting. So always try new ads. Keep changing them about and keep finding what's worked. I've looked what other people are doing as well. You know, I know some people don't like to copy, but it's the nature of the game in this business, isn't it? It's duplication. So, you know, just see what's working for you. Just go for it. And then you'll start to see what ads are better than others. Because some you can put a lot of adverts out and not get a big response. I personally think the simpler, the better. The more real rather than too professional as well, the better. Because that's something that people might relate to a little bit more. Creating a need and a want. I think this is good. I mean, we have examples. Christmas time, or when it's leading up to Christmas time, you put on there things like, you want some extra money to pay for Christmas. Of course, everyone wants extra money to pay for Christmas, don't they? So you're creating the need and the want by doing that. Or summer holidays is another good one. Who would like a summer holiday this year? Who wants to start earning money now? That's a good one for right now, while people are cold and want a bit of sun and would love a summer holiday. You start advertising that now. So if you create that need and that want, makes them a little bit more interested. Always get the lead to contact you. Okay, don't you message them first. This is very, very important for your not getting a Facebook fan. Because if you get an advert that's working really, really well and you're getting lots of people saying info please, and you go messaging all these people who you're not friends with, this sends out a big signal to Facebook. You're a spammer trying to contact lots of people you're not friends with. So we don't want that. So all we do, I literally write underneath every comment, can you please message me, and I'll reply with all the info. They'll then message you. You're no longer the spammer because they've contacted you. You can send them the information. And another reason why this works well is not everybody can access the message requests. You know, different devices, it shows in different ways, and some people just don't see them. So rather than going through the whole, I can't see your message, just get them to message you and make sure you always know how to access your message request. And if you don't, then go to your upline and they'll show you. Don't give in too soon. Remember these 3 stages. And remember, the first one, obviously 6 weeks, it can seem a long time when you're brand new and you're doing this consistent every day. But just get excited, because we have to be rewarded on the activity that we do and not the results that we get yet. So as long as you go to bed every night knowing that you've done what's on your checklist, then you can feel good, you can reward yourself, you know you've done the work. Doesn't matter whether anyone's joined or not, it's whether you've done the activity. We have got scripts to use, but it's good to put your own personal touch on it and create a bit of conversation. Leave the conversation with open-ended questions so that they can then come back and respond to what you're asking. Something that I found as well, I've been doing this week. I'm only trying this out, but for every time someone's asked me for information, when it's come to the part where they are, and I'm telling them the sign-up kit, it was something Alistair said to me on Saturday. He said, I love the way you said in your video the other day, oh, it's only 20 quid. And he said, oh, I wish we could get that across to people via Messenger. So I'm sending everyone voice notes instead of just writing the message. And it's just like, oh, hi, I'm just nipping out, so I thought I'd send it like this. Oh, it's only 20 quid, and I'm kind of getting it across and then answering any questions that they've got. And I'm getting such a really good response from this. Like I said, I'm going to keep trying it for the next week or so. And if that helps, then try that, because it can put like a bit of a friendly touch to it as well, you know, and make it a bit warmer. And sometimes you want to hear the voice. I mean, it might not make a lot of difference, but we're going to monitor that and see. But that's something that I think is a good one. But definitely make it a bit more personal to you, because something that we found, I was using my script that was working really well for me, but Chris, it wasn't working for him, and I think it was because he didn't feel right sending it, because it was a woman's writing and it was all just wasn't how he would say it. He quickly changed it to add. Obviously, we don't change the whole script because we want the basics to be in there, but just change things and tweak things and words that you'd say, and he started to see a bigger difference. So just do that. When they do then join, don't overload them with too much information. Okay, so we need to drip feed them bit by bit. Again, we've got everything set up there for you. Just send them the information bits at a time, so that we don't panic them. Learn all you can about the business. Obviously, the more you learn, the better, the more confident you'll be about sharing that with them as well. And my biggest tip when you're signing a new person up is get them on Zoom. I think that's like the biggest part of this, because once they come on this, for one, they start to feel a part of something. They can feel a little bit more involved. They're going to get all the information, and they can ask questions from people, and you might not necessarily know them answers. So I think your biggest tip is sign them up, get them on a Zoom meeting, point them to the information that you want, and then it will come with time, and you'll start to get good at it. You'll start to know it yourself because you're on the Zoom meeting. So lead by example, make sure you're on everyone, and then your team will follow. So once you've got a team and you are a leader, it's vital that you attend everything that you can, because you need to show that for your team, because that's how your business will grow, by getting them on it. So I think that's it. Is that it? Is this you or is this me?
That's me now, Claire.
Yeah. Okay, right, there we go.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Claire. Loads of knowledge there, loads of brilliant ideas and stuff as well. So, you know, you've seen, I think, 10 different rods in the pond there. So just before I go on bed quick, if you want to just pop in chat which rod you joined with. Was it Warm Market? Was it Facebook? Was it a flyer? Was it a 3-foot rule? Was it a business card? You know, I think Alan's going to go back to him. So just be interesting to see which way you join. We were online, by the way. You can see as it's coming through lots and lots of different places, can't you, where people join. So, you know, Facebook is awesome, but like I said, just get your fishing rods out in lots of different ponds as well, because you don't know, and you can be missing some amazing people, because not everybody goes on Facebook, you know, so add all these other things on. Okay, so just moving on then. I mentioned to you briefly about building to gold. Now, a gold business is the first major step on the Clean Easy Pay plan. We work obviously in pounds and euros, so we have a common currency within the business, and it's called bonus points. So a gold business in a 4-weekly Clean Easy period turns over 7,500 bonus points, and you can see the figures there in brackets, what they are in pounds and euros. The bonuses, or the result of getting to gold, what you're going to get from that, if you like, is you're going to get a maximum bonus on your own personal sales. So not only are you getting your commissions of your 15 or 20%, you're getting the maximum bonus. So in effect, you can be earning up to 37%, including your commission, for every pound of product. So that's what we're getting. We sell a Clean Easy product because we get the gold bonus. We're getting 37%. So it's a massive increase, and that to me is an incentive enough alone to build to gold. Averagely, income-wise, it can be a full-time income, £1,000 to £1,800 per period, depending on how your business is structured, depending on how many personal sales you're actually doing yourself. But that's typical of a gold business, £1,000 to £1,800 every period. Part-time, by the way, that's not doing the business full-time. You can build to gold definitely on a part-time basis. And then there's loads and loads of other incentives. The company offer incredible incentives for every step of the way in this industry. Alan's gone through the welcome rewards, which is the first incentive from the company, but you get right up to cash, cars, and all sorts. And holding your gold pin level for a certain period of time, you get an additional £1,500 bonus on top of your £1,000 to £1,800. You know, and we've got lots of people in the team who's done this. So, you know, if you want to build a team and you're hungry and you want this and you want the success what lots of people in this room have got, why don't you start your own 90-day plan today to go to gold? Because you can get to gold in 90 days once you make that decision that you want it. So it's about doing all these rods in the pond to get lots and lots of inquiries, lots and lots of people interested, so you can present the business to lots of people. And if you want to go quickly, you know, you want to be signing probably about 2 people every week, you know, and that's if from a fresh start that seems massive, but I'm talking about people who want to go fast, who want to go gold fast and build it quickly. So that's the first major step. Click back. So just a bit of an idea, a bit of a plan. I mean, you know, we all work different plans within the team. We've all got different circumstances. We've all got different time commitments and things. But this is, you know, a typical plan. If people have got time to do different rods in the pond, you got to take personal responsibility to doing a good element of the retail. You know, we've always done the lion's share of retail in our business. We retail at, on average, about £3,000 every period. So we're a third of the way to gold by doing that. You know, I'm not saying you need to do that, but if you retail about consistently 10% to £1,000 a period, and then create sufficient leads. So using all the rods in the pond, but maybe using Helen's planner and journal what she put together, but giving yourself a clear target of all the different activities you're going to do. You know, if it's doing your 60 Facebook ads a day, but then incorporating lots of these other things, and, you know, making a commitment to get leads coming in from every single rod, you know, and to build this momentum, you know, work at a fast pace, get excited, you know, get people onto Zoom, like Claire said. You know, once they join, you can do this in 90 days. If you really want it, it can happen. And I've just mentioned there about tracking. So this is just a snippet of the tracker, and it, you know, this is yours. It's not for your upline or for us to. We're not going to look at this and say you know you're not doing enough or whatever. It's your decision to take personal responsibility, because you're the managing director of your own clean and easy business. So if you want it and want it fast, you know, do the numbers, commit to yourself and stuff, but then use this tracking thing to monitor it and tick off what you're doing. Because when you can go to bed at the end of the day and you know you've done all your things, you know, well then you've done everything you can do. But if you can keep it on consistently, you know, every day working your business, every day speaking to people, every day doing your retail, you know, get it flowing, and that gold is yours for the taking. So then we talked about the circles last week, but, you know, you need to understand this business and how the income works. So I'm just going to go through it again for you. You know, and you can see how you can build a gold business, and you can see what type of income you're going to be earning as a gold distributor. So quite quickly, looking at the table there, what you earn from the Clean Easy product range, we earn 20%. K-Life is 15%, bar a few products within that, what we earn 20%. And those internet specials, they're at 10%. Now, in a 4 weekly period, so in a Clean Easy cycle, if you took personal responsibility, so just you, no team, of doing 1,000 sales in a 4 weekly period. So when I say 1,000, so £1,000 or €1,000, you would hit the 10% bonus level. Now, in terms of income, what you would earn if it was the Clean Easy range only, your retail profit from that would be £207 or €165. Now, because you've done that volume, not only you've got commission, the company will also pay you a bonus at the end of the period. The company count all your sales up. They've got it on the system. You don't need to do that. They'll do it for you. And if you qualify for a bonus at this level, if it's clean easy range, your retail bonus is £63 or €50. And then total income, totally part-time, £270 or €250. That's, most people are joining for £50 a week. So that's the type of money, you can get by you personally retailing that level. And then just quickly up the other side on the K-Life, at the 15% commission rate, you've got your retail profit of €155 or €124, bonus at £47 or €38. But again, your total income there, £202 or €162. So this business starts with you, and then as it grows, it continues with people. So the next slide is got throughout this, you're taking responsibility for your retail. You can do that because it's your business. You can commit to doing the sales you want to do. So right throughout this, you're just going to consistently retail. I'm going to do it in pounds to save confusion. So you're going to do £1,000 worth of sales every 4 weeks. Now, what you've done thereafter, you've looked at the rods in the pond, you've took on board the training, and you've put some marketing activity in place. You may have opened your mouth and told some warm market. You may have put something on your Facebook profile like you're excited and you've got an opportunity for people. And lo and behold, 2 people join your business. So what's happened in this 28-day cycle is that you've still done your £1,000 personal resale, and then 2 people's joined your business, and they've each done £500 worth of sales. So your overall business now in that period has turned over £2,000. Now, if you look at the table, then you can see the bonus levels. We've got 10%, 13, 15, 18, 21, and 24%. You can see the retail required, and you can see the bonus points you need, the common currency there. So this business turns over £2,000 in a 4-week period. So you've gone from the 10% bonus level, now you're up to the 13% bonus level. You get your retail commission, standard, whatever it was. This is clean yourself, so your commission at £207. But your commission now on your personal sales has gone up from 10 to 13%. So on your own sales, you're already getting an additional 3% bonus, which is fabulous. And then when you team build, what happens is you get the difference between whatever bonus level you're on. So you can see at the circle there, Helen will circle it, you're at 13%. And you can see your team members done £500 worth of sales. Now, they're still earning money because everybody earns commission no matter what they sell, which is fantastic. But during that period, they've not done enough sales to hit the bonus level. So what happens is, whatever bonus level you're on, 13%, against whatever bonus level your team member's on, you get the difference. So you're going to get 13% bonus on that person and 13% bonus on the other person. The combined bonus pot, what you'll receive then, your total bonus is £163, total income £370. Basically, you're giving yourself a pay rise from the previous slide of about £100 just by simply sharing a fabulous opportunity. You're not doing no more retail, you're just doing a bit of marketing. So next slide, Helen. Now it's getting a little bit exciting, isn't it? You've got some more people join your business. In fact, you've got you and then 5 more people joining your business. You're taking responsibility to do £1,000 worth of sales. Always, 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 because you're in charge. 5 people joined your business, all done £500 worth of sales, all earning commission, which is fabulous. But the £500 worth of sales is less than the bonus level. So they don't get a bonus, but they get commission. Your total business turnover, £3,500. That pushes you now up to the 15% bonus level. So your retail profit is still £207, so you get your commission as standard, but then your personal bonus on your personal retail is 15%. And like I said previously, you get the difference between whatever bonus level you're at, so you're at 15%, against whatever bonus level your team members at. So you're going to get 15% bonus off all those 5 businesses. So now the combined bonus pot to you, £329, total income, £536. Not bad really, is it? Just sharing a brilliant idea, doubled what you were on in the first slide. Now, when I first seen this going back in the day, I thought, I get this. This is a bit of a sneaky business really. So what we do, We get people in, we make sure they don't get a bonus, and we cream all the profits as the sponsor. And I was like, well, that wouldn't sit right with me. So I was glad when I seen this next slide actually, and realised this business is about team. Together, everybody does achieve more. Because what's happened here on this example, it's the same 5 people who's joined your business, but you put some time and effort into these people, and they've actually put some time and effort into their business as well. So instead of those guys all doing £500, they've all done £1,000 and a little bit more on one instant there. So that business now turns over £6,120 in a 4-weekly period. You doing your £1,000 worth of sales, as we keep saying. £207 is your commission, but your bonus now on your personal sales is 21%. Your team members now have all done £1,000 worth of sales, so not only do they get the £207 commission, they're also getting a bonus. So all those people now are all earning £270 each. So they're earning more money, so they're even happier. But now, because you're at 21%, your team members at 10%, you get the difference. So you still get an 11% bonus off those 5 businesses. 21% minus 10% is 11. So your bonus there is 476, and your total income, it's gone up again now, 683. You know, so this business is about sharing a fabulous opportunity, but offering lots of support, lots of training, lots of advice, and wanting people to earn more money because you earn more as well, which is brilliant. And then the next slide. Here we are, we've arrived at a gold business. This is where you're looking for if you want to earn a full-time income. If you want to get on all these trips to Harriet and Alice's Gone to Gold, and everyone a trip to Krakow, you know, incredible opportunity what this business gives you. So total business turnover, £9,000 on this occasion. It's you and 8 other people doing £1,000 each. So total business turnover, £9,000. You've took that responsibility. You're doing £1,000 worth of sales. Your 18 members are all doing £1,000 each. So they're all getting the commission of £207, but they're all also getting a bonus as well. So they're happy. You're at the 24% bonus level. You get a 24% bonus on your personal sales. You get the maximum, and then whatever bonus level you're on against whatever bonus level your team members on, 14% off this on this occasion. You get a 14% bonus off all those businesses. Your total bonus, £852 paid into your bank account. Income, £1,059. You know, and you could have not 8 people, you could have 20, 30, 40, 50 people all front line to you if you so wish to. You can build a massive income as a gold business. And then moving on, so we've got the bonus scheme then, but there's another tier of bonuses what the company pay. They just pay so many different bonuses and give you so many different rewards. And then we've got this stage now where we're moving to what we call a bronze executive, and we're earning royalty and executive bonuses. And what happens is, because we always earn the difference between whatever bonus level you're on against whatever bonus level your team members on. But now we've got an occasion where you're at the 24% bonus level as gold, and now one of your team members is duplicated, and they're at the 24% bonus level. So now there's no difference in the bonus levels. And this is where we move up to the next pay bracket. We get this royalty bonus. Now, if there's just you and gold business A, the company will give you a 4% bonus off business A, plus your own existing business is still operating at gold. So you've still got yourself on those 8 people doing £1,000. So you get a 4% bonus. Now, what the company will do if you branch out a second one in the same period, they'll give you an additional 3% bonus. So in fact, you're going to get a 7% royalty bonus on business B, but also on business A as well. You know, and that's when you are the bronze executive. That's where you can win cars as well as holidays and all sorts of incentives. And income-wise, again, depends on your personal, your business structure, but 2,000, 3,000, me and Helen's earn £4,800 as a bronze executive business. And if those businesses stay at gold and you continue at gold forever, it is a residual income. So this is what Claire was saying earlier about all this hard work in the early days, bringing people in, supporting people. You know, this income is absolutely life changing, and it can grow and grow and grow. And then, so this is the sort of like the overview, the game plan. Step one is about you committing to doing your own personal retail. So why not do £1,000 worth of sales in a 4-weekly period? Commit to do that. You can do that very much part-time. Then the next level then is building to gold. So ideally, you doing £1,000 worth of sales and finding 10 people who are looking to earn £50 a week income. Total business turnover, 11 grand, a full-time income of £1,200. So that's stage 2. And then stage 3, where we're looking at residual income, is to find, you do stage 2 and find 5 more people who are going to duplicate you and do stage 2 as well. So they're all earning £1,250 each, but your overall business now turning over £60,000 in a 4-weekly period. How can that be when you just joined? And then it's just crazy how it can grow. But 5 grand, 6 grand, 7 grand, whatever you want it to be at an SED, because SED is the place to be. You know, your income can just be amazing. So that's our game plan. And then just lastly on the circles, you know, we can go on forever. It does get confusing, these circles. So do, you know, speak to your sponsor about them. But with the circles here, what it's showing you here is that this is not a pyramid. If you've ever heard somebody say you've joined a pyramid scheme, well, within this business, everybody gets paid on their efforts and on their commitment. So you in the middle there, running your business, and you've branched out business A and business B. So you've got 2 businesses wide, and how the pay plan works is however wide you go is however deep you get paid. So you're 2 wide, so you get paid off A and B, and then the 5 dots on the B you'd earn from, like Alan's showing you there, which is a fabulous income. However, business B there has actually got 5 gold businesses below them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and because they've got 5 businesses wide, they'll get paid 5 levels deep on their business. They will get paid on all that business there. You'll probably be earning, I don't know, thousands, and they'll be earning tens and tens of thousands of pounds, you know. And it's and that's why I love the pay plan, because they're all about effort and it's all fair. So that's your circles. It's getting late now, so I'm just going to whisk through these things. You can see people dropping off. It's all recorded, which is good. But you've got to have stickability. Claire's covered a little bit of this. You do get good and bad results in all of it, every part of your business, whether you're retailing, you know, whether you're recruiting, but it's all about, you know, the volume of work. It's all about the volume of activity. You know, concentrate on the activity and the results will follow. You're going to get challenges, things are going to happen, but your sponsor's been through them already. This is why when you go down this route of building a team, keep in close contact with your upline, with your sponsor, because they've been through all the challenges before, and that's why they're there to guide you. And then be coachable. You know, just take advice from the people who are doing real well in this business. We've got a full system. It's all in place. And all you need to do is just duplicate it. Don't reinvent the wheel. You don't need to come up with all totally different systems. Everything's in place. Just duplicate. Become a student of this business. Become a sponge for knowledge. Gain every bit of knowledge you can. Ask questions. You know, Karen Cochran put a brilliant post yesterday on the group, just out of the blue, asking what some of the leaders do in the business. How do they manage the time? And get information from people. Ask them. You know, and like I say, you don't build a big income overnight. It does take time, so do give it the time it needs. And then personal development. You know, this is one of my big goals personally this year, is to really get stuck into becoming a better version of me. You know, really understanding this business more, really understanding this amazing industry. Because as it says there, and as Jim Rowan says, is state education can get you a job, but self-education can give you a lifestyle. And there's so many amazing books what you can read, you know, but just plug into everything, you know, personally developing from these meetings, from all the meetings we're doing, come to all the Zooms like tonight. We've got the webinar, we've got the momentum meetings, conferences, showcases. We've got the lot. Just make it your business to know the business and get into all the events what we've got. And then just lastly, I think the last slide, is it, Helen? This is the added bonus, isn't it? You know, not only can you earn yourself a fabulous income, you can have rewards and incentives by this company like I've never ever seen before. You know, they take us to some amazing places. We've been all over the world with Clean Easy. I think we've done about 12 of these trips all over the world, and we've been treated like kings and queens. Chris and Claire's won a car. They've been car to keep. Well, they had the car off 10 grand, you know, as a bonus. Rachel and James have won the incentive. So it's just amazing, guys. So not only building to goal, but treated like this as well. So so that's it. That's the what was it called? I forgot what it's called. Been talking about long.
Sponsor workshop. Brilliant.
That's the one.
Yeah, brilliant. I've took loads of notes and I've heard all of this stuff that many times, and it just goes to show, doesn't it? You pick something up new every time you listen to this. I love the little tip for doing that, you know, phoning them up and saying it's only 20 quid message. That's definitely going to be like that's a new thing, Claire, so I'm loving that. I think when you do a 3-foot rule as well, I was in the shop, was doing shopping at the weekend, and I could hear this lady going, "Oh, have you found a job yet?" "No, I've lost my job." Are you looking?" And I'm desperate for money and all the rest of it. So listen to what's going on around you, because there's lots of people moaning that they've lost the jobs, they can't go on holiday this year because they've not got enough money, and all you've got to do is say, "Look, I just overheard you. I just wondered if I could help you, but I'm actually looking for people that I need to join the business. So if I can help you, here's my card. Give us a call when you've got more time, you know." So, but I'm like really excited this year about getting out and getting them activity bags going again. We probably won't do it at the mass level that we did, but I do love doing the activity. I like tying in the flyer in with the exercise and everything, because you feel like you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. But like Claire said, it's just really, if you're new, it's just about being coming as that signpost and directing people to the right information. These videos will be put into the sponsor group that we've got, so you can go back and you can keep watching it and you can help and support your team. You know, we've got lots of video training, lots of support, lots of amazing leaders and people that all help one another in the group. So just one other thing, if you are copying, I know Claire mentioned about copying ideas of Facebook ads and things like that, just remember that if you are copying things identically, they'll go toxic because we can't use the same pictures. So always just add a border, change something slightly, a couple of words, you know, it just add that little bit of personality, like Claire said, just to make it that little bit different, so you don't go and get toxic and go and get put into Facebook jail. But absolutely fantastic training. Thank you so much for attending, all of you. That is the end. So if anybody wants to ask any questions, do you want to pop in the chat and ask questions, or you can unmute yourself and you can ask us a question too. Let me get the chat up. Okay. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Who's that?
Not me.
Who would you think would say something like that? It's bloody.
I just love being me sometimes.
We love you being you too.
Good job,
Can I
you
ask
do,
a
mate.
question that's not related to that?
Of course
No.
you can.
I'll
Any
go on,
questions? Yeah.
Right. I keep getting reported in my own group, and I don't know who's reporting me. To myself. They're reporting to admin. Has anyone asked that?
And
Say again.
It doesn't tell you who's reporting it.
No. It's just like I can put like Happy Sunday on, and they're reporting me to myself for that.
Right.
I've had that in my group. But
Can't
when
you find out who it is?
it goes in like a separate box, and you can see who have reported you.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Chris Kinsella, you're not in my group, are you?
Things just happen like that in Australia.
Down under.
Oh.
Rachel, will you be able to show Claire then offline or whatever, or is it clear?
That's fine. I'll drop you a message,
All
Claire.
right, thanks.
Oh.
You want to block them, I think, don't you?
Yeah, get them out of there.
When I find out who they are.
Yeah, definitely.
Very bizarre.
It is, isn't it?
So is this reverb.
Mhm.
Oh, what?
The reverb.
The reverb.
don't-
I'm talking and I can hear myself straight away.
Is Joe warm and still on? Does she want to recognise the lady for the 10% so that it's recorded?
No, I think
Since she
so.
was in bed with the kids, wasn't
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, she's here. Okay, do you want so just so that we've got it videoed, Joe?
So I'm just helping her this second. She's just recruiting a second person.
Woo! 13
Honestly,
this period.
yeah, that's what I was just saying to her. I reckon she'll get a 13 this period. Yeah, she's brand new to me. I didn't know her before. She actually worked up at Clean Easy head office before.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, she used to work with Michael before he become
God.
big and important.
Oh.
Would
So,
you believe
yeah.
it?
Pardon?
Would you believe that?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was just like, why didn't you join before? But it never interested her before. So yeah, I'm quite lucky to have found Kate. She's amazing. She just gets on with it. She doesn't bug me. She just does as I tell her to do, and she's just doing blinding. She retailed her way to 10% on her own last period. She's got her third welcome rewards now as well. And yeah, she's just signing up her second team member. So she's done amazing. Really proud of her.
fantastic. That's it, isn't it? You know, and this business, you know, we always talk about kind of going through the numbers, and you will find, you know, them kind of golden nuggets that just sort of rise, or they say the cream rises as such, you know, as you go through filling your pot, your jug. So, you know, it's funny, isn't it? I think, you know, Joe, you've been in a couple of months now, you've been recruiting at a right consistent level, and you're now starting, as Claire's kind of gone through those stages, it's really starting to kick in this next phase in your business, and it's dead exciting to see. So I'm like so excited who's going to be the first one that goes gold this year, because there's so many people in the group that's
Me.
getting it. That's it. I know you really wanted to do it before the conference, but getting this, you know, you've kept your momentum going. I know it's not been the best of your periods last period, but your momentum's there and it's showing, and it's just going to go boom. It's just going to, you know, go bang with it. So absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited that you're finding really good people now as well to work with, because that just happens with time as well.
Yeah, I think that is the biggest issue, that people don't give it enough time, or they don't, with the recruiting side, like we've been talking about, I don't think they speak to enough people. I mean, today alone I spoke to 55 people about the business, and I try and do at least 30 every day. So it is about speaking to that many people to find your little golden ones.
It is.
Joe, just to clarify for people, when you say speaking to people, what do you mean? Physically?
Well,
or?
showing them the video to the business, offering them the business. So I do about 15 maybe from my warm list, and then I've got the jobs leads as well, and then the adverts that I've posted today has generated about 30 people, so probably spoken to more than 50. I've lost count. I've given up. I'm tired.
When you say spoken to, you mean you've actually physically picked the phone up?
No, God no. I'd have no voice left. No, it's all on Facebook. I don't do phones. I'm scared.
You're scared? Never.
Can't believe that. 1 minute.
I hate it. The phone is not my friend.
Joe, what as a tip for people, because obviously lots of people have got hundreds and thousands maybe of Facebook friends, Facebook warm market. Are you worried about who you're speaking to, or do you just not bother? How do you approach it?
No, I'm not bothered anymore. I learnt my lesson the hard way when one of my friends joined the same business as me under someone else. So I'll never ever miss any of my warm market ever again.
And you just go to people and send them like a message.
Yeah, I mean, if it's someone that I feel like, oh, I don't think they're going to be interested, or I've bugged them enough already, I'll just go third party approach and just say I'm really looking for people that wants to earn extra income. I don't suppose you'd know just one person that would like a bit of extra money, really. And yeah, I go third party so that I don't actually ask them directly. It's like I'm asking them for help, and then they don't seem to matter so much.
It's awesome. It works, doesn't it, massively?
Yeah.
And like you said, that's the worst thing when one of your warm market joins somebody else, you know, and this is why you can't you can't be a secret agent in the business. You've got to let everybody know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and
Another thing
bad people.
we didn't mention on the sponsor workshop, your warm market, but as well for those people that have been in a while, maybe people that have come and gone, and maybe revisiting them because circumstances do change. You know, we've had people that have gone and then they've rejoined us because they've come, joined the business, got what they wanted, and then all of a sudden, you know, they've got new goals, lost a job, different things happen in people's lives. So, you know, it's always good. If it doesn't suit people and they go, always make sure that you leave it with an open door, if you like, leave on friendly terms, and when they feel ready to come back, they're going to come back to you then. So, you know, looking at maybe going over some old leads that haven't joined, the pipelining, and going over some people as well that have been in your business that you're thinking, you know, they've not been with us for a while, but you know what, I love them being in the business and I'd love them to be back here again.
Definitely.
We've had a little thing, Tracy's messaging, and I know Claire, you're messaging backwards and forwards here with Tracy. I have a new starter. She's consistent with her posting, but no sales. I've tried to get her to post to other selling groups and advised to keep joining more groups. What else can I advise, please? So, is she following the system? Okay, possibly not following the system. Don't think so.
So I think you can help yourself. You know, try get her to come onto these meetings and get her active. You know, get lots of tips. There's lots of people there offering advice and, you know, support and things.
Maybe getting her to, you know, maybe getting her to join some of the, you know, if she's in Rachel's team, certainly getting her to go maybe in Rachel's group and seeing what Rachel does, and maybe copying a little bit of that, getting her in a few of the team's groups so that they can see what they need to be doing. Sometimes they just need some ideas, that might help, but I'm sure Rachel anyway will help you there, Tracy.
Is anyone still having problems with posting on Facebook?
Oh, I've been speaking to Pam. She said that they've been trialing some kind of like a survey, and it won't last, and it's going to be all right, but something that we've kind of discovered. Are you having the same problem where it comes up with like a list of groups and then it says post to them all, but then it doesn't work, doesn't post?
Yeah, it says select audience.
Yes, yeah. What we found is it works if you post a picture, but not the writing. So if you can get a picture with the writing on the picture, when it comes up saying that, use the picture instead. But it's not going to be lasting. It's something that's just kind of trialing, and it's going to be over soon. And it's not every group. But if you try the picture, Kelly, instead of any, and don't have any writing at all, it seems to work.
Yeah, because I found that a couple of weeks ago that it wasn't letting me post the text. But when I took a picture of the text I was posting, cut it down, it would allow me to post the picture.
Yeah, okay,
but I spoke to Hannah, and Hannah said that it was only in certain groups. Well, mine has changed now to every single group, that I cannot post text whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I mean, at first Pam's like, oh, I've never seen it before in the first after. And then she's gone and found this out. But some people are saying it's all the time. Some people say it's just sometimes. So it's not everybody anyway, and we know that. But just try and do as much as you can on a picture. Wow.
I'm finding it really hard now trying to post products because it's just not allowing me to. No matter how much I try, the only other way I can do it is keep taking pictures of everything of what I want to say, but I have to keep changing it.
Have you tried deleting your Facebook app and starting again though, that?
Yeah, about 50 times, Claire.
Yeah, it's not working. Hopefully it won't be for long. I really don't know why it's happening for some and not others.
Could try sacrificing a few chickens, maybe.
Oh.
Chickens?
Little ritual to get rid of it. Hey, Andy.
Can tell you're back to normal, Chris.
Back on his mind.
Andy, you're muted.
Who invited him on?
Hang on, Kelly, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Have you posted the question then? I mean, I know Claire's mentioned, but you're in the Vista group, aren't you?
Yeah.
If you can post in there, I'll just do something, and maybe Pam, I'll pick it up, and she, might be able to help you a bit more on that.
I've spoken to Pam personally as well,
Oh,
and
right.
I just don't seem to be getting anywhere, to be honest.
It's
Not with Pam herself, just with Facebook.
It's nothing we can do. It's just something that Facebook is trialing. We've just got to write it out.
So
And
we
this
had one at the meeting on Saturday, wasn't there, that's having the same problem?
Yeah, Jen Potter.
And I guess this is, thinking about, like I said, I've done all the rods in the pond training, and this is why it's quite important, I guess, to get leads coming from different areas as well. When you have these issues, and it can halt things, can't it? So, I guess it's looking.
I'm trying to find so many different ways around it. Like I found the picture a couple of weeks ago, taking the picture and then posting that. But I don't think it's going to be long where I'm going to have to change that again now and try again.
Strange, isn't it?
Very annoying.
It seems as much as I'm trying to work my ass off, everything's just coming back to me as if to say, no, you can't do it.
It's just testing you. It'll only let the strongest ones through to gold, you've just got to keep pushing.
Oh, I'll be there, don't you worry about that.
Helen, Kelly's going to smash through gold.
I know she is, because I know she's tough.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's funny though, when you are pushing for a big goal, how you seem to get like all sorts of different challenges. It's like, it's tested me. Just push.
Yeah, but I'm going to keep pushing through these, don't worry.
Yeah, I know you will.
Good.
Oh. It's not just for recruiting, it's for selling too.
Right.
Okay, well, what time are we? It's getting on a bit now.
10:10. Late one.
A late one tonight, yeah.
A record though. 50.
53 at one point.
I think, Claire, you can have over 50, but they can only listen and can't comment or something. Is that right?
I think that's what it is. I know it definitely says 50, but then there's something like you say where they can come in and maybe can't see the faces. So we'll have to see how it goes.